Hi there, my name is Dr. Mike Rynch, and I am the project manager for the Fort Severn microgrid solar project in Northern Ontario. Fort Severn is located on the most northerly point of Ontario, and it's where the Severn River exits into the Hudson Bay. This is one of the last areas where polar bears come and have their babies. And this area, the fuel only has two ways to get up to the community. They can either bring it up by barge or they can bring it up by ice road. Um, Both of those are problematic. The ice road is only open for a few weeks of a year, and the barge is only available for about 2 weeks each year, and both are due to icing conditions. So one of the big challenges that happened in the project was something called moving the e-house. So what the e-house is when you have a solar farm, all the solar panels come and are connected to this building that we had built. And when the project was originally started, there was a inability to get the e-house off of the truck that it had arrived on. So what we needed to do was we needed to, at first we were going to use a crane, and the crane didn't arrive because there was too much ice that year. So what we did is we decided to drag it. And to drag it, we had to first bury the truck or dig the truck into the ground level. And then we did prior to all this, we did an analysis on what the stresses and strains were on the structure, because it costs almost $1 million and we didn't want to break it or tip it. And then once we had verified the structure, we connected on to two vehicles and were ready to tow it. The very next day, what happened was there was a complete blizzard and a whiteout, and we were really worried that this wouldn't come forward. And we spoke to the chief about this and thought maybe we should cancel it. And he said, "Don't worry, folks, I know snow, and we're going to go forward with this." And they latched on, and we pulled it into position. And it only took a few seconds to do, but it took weeks of planning to get that right. This project came together almost a decade ago when I was brought in to do a energy study. I'm a certified energy manager, so I came in and did an energy audit of the community and assessed the viability for installing solar and assessed the amount of liters of diesel that there would be a reduction by using solar energy. And then several years later, the project had started, and the original group had been unsuccessful. They were unable to understand the challenges associated with the remoteness of this community. When we started, the first thing we did is we worked with the community to understand all the limitations that were there with the climate and transportation, and it became very clear to us through the community's advisement on what we need to do. And when we got going, it was all hands on deck with the Fort Severn Nation, and we pulled that project together.